Hello, welcome. I am Crystal. Welcome to Mending Me. And today this is not going to be it's going to be informational, but it's not going to be formal information. This is actually a bonus podcast. I'm usually on once a week, Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But God has been pushing me to put out another one. And I was kind of skeptical about doing that. And what I'm supposed to talk about is what happened to me spiritually, how these people tried to hurt me spiritually. Um, where do I begin? um, Spiritual warfare. I really wasn't big on what spiritual warfare was, or, you know, I wasn't big on that. I'm gonna actually get that. Okay. And spiritual warfare is a Christian concept of fighting against work that um, that you can't see, evil spirits, um, and it's real. It's very real. Spiritual attacks are real. I first noticed it because the person they started attacking my health. I'm fairly healthy. I eat. I gotta get some things together. And but um, but they were messing with my health. Like I was getting sick. Like I got sick all the time, and like I would get like I know for because I was working out and I thought I pulled something. Like I thought like I pulled something in my abdomen area, and it was hurting it, but I realized it was only hurting at certain times. Like in the morning it would hurt, but then at night it didn't hurt. So I'm like, that's weird. And then like it would hurt just like that. And I thought maybe it's because I'm working out or maybe because I'm at work. But no, it was because it was a certain time that it happened. So I had to figured out that, I went to the hospital, they did MRIs, they did all type of tests, and they like, Crystal, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. And then I'm like, why am I having all this pain? I was having so much pain, not understanding why it was happening. Another one that sticks out right now for me is they were trying to do mind manipulation. They do mind manipulation. And this is, let me, a disclaimer, all like witchcraft, I'm going to talk about witchcraft. All witchcraft is not bad. It's the people that's behind the witchcraft. So if you got good energy and you doing witchery stuff, you cool. But what deems it bad and evil is when you're trying to take away someone else's free will. If you want to do spells on yourself, you want to do all type of stuff on yourself, fine. God is good with that. You're good. Do your thing. But when you're trying to do things on someone else and trying to take away what they deem is right and their free will, that's where we have a problem. And they were trying to with the mind thing. I was at work one day and I was uh, I was sitting there and all of a sudden it just hit me. I just felt like this. I just felt like a whole bunch of like love hearts, like lovey dovey stuff. And I'm not that type of person. I wasn't that type of person. And it was about this certain person. And I'm like, I know for a fact I don't love this person. I'm not in love with this person. I don't want this person. But his girlfriend was putting, she was putting spells, she was doing witchery in hopes for him to fall in love with her. So I'm assuming that the spell was for him to fall in love with his true love. I'm thinking that's what it was. Because I don't know if y'all can remember, but on Facebook, when they first started the stories, they had these features. These certain features, it was a heart. It was like it was a Valentine's Day feature, and it was like hearts going around your head, like a crown. It was hearts going around your head like a crown, and it hit me. And don't ask me how, but I could. It was like I was inside of my mind, and I could see my brain, and I could see this going around my brain. But I still have my own thoughts. So it was like a dual thought process type thing going on. It was the hearts telling me I love this person, and then it was my thoughts like, what is this? And so I'm just sitting there, I'm in my mind, I'm just looking at this like, what is this? I'm trying to figure this out. And um it was this guy. Like it's no other reason, it's no other explanation for it, except that this is what she was doing. And going back to Tuesday's podcast, the flying monkeys, I don't have any evidence of it, but it's the flying monkey syndrome. She had someone do this on her behalf. And some may think, why am I saying this? Why? Well, I'm I work for God. I do as God tell me to do. If He tell me to get on here and twirl around 16 times, I'm gonna be twirling. I might do an extra for 17. So I'm on here for my God. That's just it. I'm here for God. And what I put out is it helps someone else. And if you don't understand it, if you don't get it, it's not for you. Um, and back to the feeling, the sickly feeling. Like I was feeling this way and no one could pinpoint it. But after I did a few things, it went away. And what I did revolved around fighting against spirituality, spiritual warfare. I know it came from, I wonder why this person, why she was going so hard on me. Because like I said, I'm a peacemaker. I never wanted conflict. I never wanted arguments. I just wanted calmness, peace. That's what I wanted. But this person, she always tried to get an argument, and it wasn't even her. She had other people doing it. And it would invoke anger. And this anger, this is what keeps spiritual warfare going. It's all the things that's in your lower chakras, in your sacral chakra. It's the fear, it's the anger, it's the confusion, all of that stuff. If you keep a person in that type of energy, you can control that person, because that person can't think correctly. That person don't know what is going on. And with that, I wondered, why is she doing this? And God showed me that she went into she must do tarot, or she must know how to do something like that, or she go to like some spiritual witch doctor or something. She do something like that for her to find out some information. And if you don't pray and secure yourself, You are open to anybody. Anybody can dig into your life, into your spiritual life. Even if you don't think you have a spiritual life, you have a spiritual life. You just neglect it. And I didn't know. I neglected mine. And they had a field day in it. And she would if you don't protect yourself, they can pry into your life. They can use tarot cards. I don't have mine with me. I don't have any with me at all, actually. But you can take tarot cards and you can pry into anybody's life if you're not protected. And like I said, I wonder, why was she going so hard on me? Because the guy that she's doing this all over, he was everywhere. He was everywhere, everywhere. Like very explicit, very with everybody he wanted to be. So it was like, why was I the target? And so, like, they were going so hard, I'm like, something. I was like, maybe they must know something that I don't know. What do they know that I don't know? Because it was like she was trying to manipulate my life and create a narrative with my life. Which was, it made me think, like, why? I just had the why. What was so special about me? What was so special about me? But if you look into it, like I said, you can, if you know how to do tarot, or you can get psychics or things, they can dig into your life. And she must have dug into my life to see something. She saw something enough to where she thought that, oh, let me not get these two together. And it was like, it wasn't even a together type thing. It was, this person needed healing. And she wanted to make sure that she got this person. That's why she was doing magic on me, on him. And this is the crazy part. God shows me this, or gives me this vision that he came, because we have a child together, and we were not together, but he was complaining about me to his girlfriend. And she was like, oh, I got something that can help. I know how to do something. But he never thought about, how does she know that this works? How does she know that this can work? How does she know this? Because she did it on you. She did it on you multiple times. And you don't even know it. Multiple people, everyone around her, everyone in her circle is under an illusion. And an illusion is when something is not correct, is when you're seeing things with a false perception. And God shows me that everybody is on a line, okay? And when you're in an illusion, that line, your line is, like, the baseline is still here, but your line is over it. I mean, the illusion is over it. The illusion is skewing your baseline. So this illusion is on his eyes. This is what she was putting over all of your eyes, this illusion. And so, like if you're looking at sunglasses, like if you got on some sunglasses that's pink, you're going to see everything around you pink. But when you take them off, you can see clearly. So people have been walking around with pink color, with sunglasses on, seeing the world. And when you see the world in an illusion, you can't accurately make the correct judgment. You can't make the correct decisions, because that illusion, your baseline is here. That illusion is right here. And it's showing you that, hey, the sky is green. But in reality, the sky is blue, but you can't you can't make that distinction because you have that illusion over you. And because I knew that because his decisions about me were skewed. Like he told me to he told me to go put him on child support. Like, what man says that? What man says that? I'm assuming it was in hopes that this wasn't his child, which was crazy. And what's the other decision? He made something else. He told me something, but it wasn't right. Like it worked in my benefit. Like it was a benefit for me versus on him. Oh, when he told me to leave, it was a benefit for me because that was a part of the plan. But back to illusions. When you're looking through an illusion, when you're looking through sunglasses, you can't make the correct decision. And this is what all the people around her were doing. She put some type of illusion over you guys. She put some type of illusion over you to make you think that you're making the correct decision when you're not. And God asked me he wanted me to tell y'all this about a year ago, but I was like, no, I'll let you know. They did what they did, so let them do what they do, And but it's got to a point where it's like, God is tired of this. And y'all are not understanding. Y'all, like, she still got y'all in a chokehold. Y'all need to rebuke all that negative energy, rebuke all the lies that she's telling y'all. Like, I have people coming after me that don't have a clue who I am. But you're doing that all off of a lie. And this illusion that she put y'all under and that y'all are believing all these lies, you have messed up your life. And you may think you may be making money. You may be in a good relationship. You may have all these things that you think are positive, but they're not. You're still wearing those illusion glasses and you're thinking that something is good when it's not. God is trying to help you. I know that he's giving y'all nudges. I know that he's trying to open your eyes. He's trying to help you to see things. I put out a video, I think 2 years ago, 2021. It was about my heartbreak that I had. And God had been pushing me. He was telling me all the time, put this video out, do this, do this, do this. He was telling me to do this, do this, do this. And I'm like, God, I don't want to do this. I'm not trying to do this. Like, I wasn't even into the videos. And I put it out, not knowing what it was for, who it was for, but it was for him. It was trying to warn him. It was trying to help him. It was trying to put him on the right path. But what did he do? I put it out on Christmas. So Christmas of 21. But they're saying that I think he got married or something. I think he did. I think he did it like a month later. I guess it was to spite me. I'm assuming it was. It was to spite me because it was a month after I released the video. And what was crazy is that his mom died, I think in 2020. I think she died. No, she didn't. It was before then. I'll say 2018, 2019, one of them years. She actually came to me, but she didn't. And when she was alive, she didn't like me. And I came to her. I said, you know what? I said, woman to woman, woman to woman. I got a child with your son. I need help. Why your son ain't helping me? And she told me, she's like, well, I ain't in his business. I don't be in his business. I was like, okay. I left it alone. She died in 2000, like I said, 2018, 2019. But in 2020, I moved into my house, and I was doing my tarot cards. I was trying to learn my tarot cards, and I got this message, and it was an unusual message. I was feeling unusual with it. I was like, "This ain't my energy. This ain't what I'm used to, or whatever." And so I was like, "Oh, I'm doing my little thing." I'm like, "Who is this?" And it was his mother. And she was like, "Help my son. He needs help. Help my son. Help my son." And I'm like, I reminded her, I said, "Hey, remember when I came to you and I said, help me? I said, please help me. I need help. Please help me with your son. And you told me to kick rocks." So I said, "You know what? That's not my business." I was like, "If you had the choice, you had all right. That's your son. You could have said, hey, don't do her like that." Nothing. You ain't say nothing. You ain't say nothing. And so I politely said, "You know what? I tried. I tried. I came to you to help me, and you turned me away. So never come to me again. I'm not going to help him, because why would he listen to me if you told him not to listen to me in the first place?" And it's crazy. I look back and like what she died from, that could have been prevented. That could have been prevented if they would have embraced me and not did what they did, because his girlfriend did all. She did this. I don't know who. I know she was the main ringleader. But if she would have not interfered, none of that would have happened. None of that would have happened. And that's crazy that people, and that's how I know it's a true God, it's a real God, because you know how they say, if you're able to go back in time, you're never supposed to touch anything or do anything, because you can alter the timeline. And that's what it looks. It feels like. It feels like life is already set. Life is already is not played out, but life is already set. Like everything is supposed to be everything. Everything is on the timeline how it's supposed to be. But if you interfere and mess up something, or try and mess up something, you alter that reality. She altered that reality. She altered it. And God gave me a vision of it was him, but I was like, I could feel his emotions. I could feel him. Like I was, for better words, I don't know if I'm using that right. Well, for better words, I was in his body, and I could feel his mind. I could feel his emotions. I'm not gonna say I felt his mind. I'm not gonna say I felt his mind. I could feel his emotions. And he was just sitting there, like he was sitting in a chair, just sitting back like this. And his girlfriend was on the couch. And you can tell it's like it's a party probably going. It felt like a party going on. And he just sitting here just like this, seething, mad, just angry. Just if y'all, oh, what is that called? It's a cartoon. It's about emotions. And it's a red character. That character is like angry. And that's what it felt like. It felt like that character felt like he was just sitting there, just seething, just mad and not saying a word. Like his face was straight. His face looked like ain't nothing wrong. He just chilling. But he was just so mad. Like I could feel that anger. He was just so mad. And she was over there. She was sitting on like I could tell that she didn't know what was going on with him. Like she was sitting over there, she had her plate, she was eating, she's like this, do, do, do. And he just looking like, bitch. And he was just looking. And I felt so bad. I would try to help. I tried. I tried my hardest. I tried my hardest. Like I said, she had more access to you. And this is what, like I said, if y'all watching this, if y'all anybody watch this, I'm doing this. This is all a little bit off of what I usually do on my podcast. It's more informational. This is informal information because it's more so. It's not scripted. It's not written down. It's just off the dome. So that's why it's like I'm going back and forth. Um, this this is for me. This is strictly for me. It's for me. It's for God. He wants this. This is what God wants. God, if I'm over speaking, if I overspoke, have this mess up so it won't be seen. Um, I I don't really know what else. I'm trying to think of what else I was supposed to be saying. I know I touched on illusions, which I'm gonna dive deeper into illusions because that's a huge topic, and there's so many people that's under these illusions and they just don't know and they just live it wrong. It looks right, but why do you think you always get caught or you always get in trouble and you think you even did everything right to hide it in things? No, it's sad. It's sad, but God is trying to help you. A lot of people don't believe in God, but you believe in the devil. And it's God shows me God on one side. You know how like Tom and Jerry back in the day when we was if you around my age, they had Tom and Jerry, and he used to. I wasn't him. It was one of the characters, but they would have a devil on one side and they would have an angel on the other side. That's just how life is. It's like on a bar. You're either one way, you're devilish all the way, or you're all the way spiritual. But most people teeter. Teeter is when they try and stay in the middle. Oh, I'm not bad, but I'm not that good. I'm not that bad, but I'm not that good. And God, that's God wants you to pick a side. If you're gonna be a devil, go ahead. Say, you know what? That's what I do, that's what I want to do, that's where I'm at. God will help you out more if you pick the side and say, you know what, God, I can't even rock with you. I gotta go to the other side. He would help you more than if you were sitting toggling between both of them. Because at least you made up your mind and said, hey, that's what I want to do. So we're going on 30 minutes. Like I said, I promised that I was going to come back on for the second time this week. I hope I got everything out. God, did I get everything out? Do I need to say anything else? Tell me what else I need to say, God. What else do I need to do? You're finished. I don't know who's finished. Oh, maybe say I'm finished. Oh, okay. Okay, God, I thank you. I thank you. And I'm blessed. I'm appreciative. Like I said, watch a new episode coming out Tuesday. I think it's the 20th, Tuesday the 20th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I thank you. I'm appreciative to you. I send you blessings and lots of love, lots of healing energy. I hope you all have a good night and see you next time.